In this sculpture making video, you will be led through making hand sculptures. These are some examples of some advanced sculptures you can make, but today we'll be focusing on hands. The creative process of making hand sculptures is shared. You can work in groups or you can work individually. Each hand uniquely expresses its own theme. On the other hand, Derma Gel can be very sticky and messy, so we wear gloves. Also, we keep plenty of water around for cleanup and for mixing the Derma Gel. Now let's talk about containers and boxes.
This might not look like much, but it's actually going to be a box. We'll fold up the sides, and we've cut space for corners here, which we'll fold up. It's handy to have pieces of tape ready to just pull off the side of the table when you need them. This is a smaller box that I've made. I've prepared it so you can see the design inside. You can make a sculpture of your individual hand, and you can make the design that you want by tracing it on paper ahead of time and bringing it on the day of your sculpture day.
Now we'll be moving into this section of mold making. The product that we use is Derma Gel, and I'll be showing you how to use that in the upcoming video.
So first we have some gloves, just in case we need to change in the middle. Next we have the box that we'll be pouring the Derma Gel into. I need to have water ready and a dry bowl for mixing the Derma Gel in. This is what I'm going to use to get the Derma Gel, just a plain old measuring cup. The Derma Gel's in here. I'm going to mix 2 of these cups. Makes about 4 cups of Derma Gel. So now we've taken 2 4-cup measures and put 8 cups of Derma Gel into our bowl. The next step is to mix the water in.
The water is mixed into the Derma Gel. This way the Derma Gel can absorb it. It has to be mixed thoroughly, so we use our hands and gloves, because remember, the Derma Gel is very sticky. Once it's mixed thoroughly, we can put it into the box that we made previously for the molds. We'll pour it in. Make sure we scrape off the sides, just like making a cake. And this will level off on its own. It's a liquid mixture, but very sticky. It's a good thing we wear gloves, because now we can take them off and our hands are clean and ready for the next step, which is submerging our hands into the Derma Gel. Based on the design you used previously, you can follow that and just submerge your hands. As you see, you don't put your hands all the way into the mold, you only submerge them part way. It will take about 4 or 5 minutes for this to set up, and then it will be an easy release for your hands. They just pull out naturally. Very easily they come out, and there's the mold. This is our final product, and you can clean up with water. Derma Gel is non-toxic. Our next step is pouring the cast. We'll be mixing sand and plaster together as our first 2 components for the casting material. Next we can add colorant and mix this into the mixture. This gets sifted into the water, slowly absorbing, forming islands. Once the mixture is fully absorbed, we can pour it into our mold that we made. This mixture will take about an hour or so to dry, but luckily I have one here that's hardened to show you. The box comes off easily, as well as the plastic liner. We can just pull away the Derma Gel that is now hardened. Sometimes the molds release easily in one piece, but there's always a chance at the end that you're going to have to do cleanup, and I make sure to keep my hand behind the blade so I avoid any accidents. We'll clean up the mold at the end with water
And this is our final product of one hand. But you can see through this process that you can make many. I hope you enjoyed the sculpture making video for today and hope to see you at a workshop soon. Thanks. Bye.